The book From Zero to One was written by Peter Thiel, a famous entrepreneur and investor. He is best known as one of the co-founders of PayPal and an early investor in companies like Facebook. He wrote this book with the help of Blake Masters, who was one of his students at Stanford University. The book comes from a set of lectures Thiel gave in 2012, where he shared his ideas about startups, business, and the future of technology. The main idea of the book is about how to create something completely new and valuable, how to go from 0 to 1 instead of just copying what already exists. The book starts by explaining why creating new things is so important. Thiel says that many people believe the future will be like the past, but real progress happens when someone does something completely different. He uses the example of famous companies like Google and Apple, which didn't just improve old ideas, but came up with entirely new products and services. He also talks about how competition is not always good for businesses. Instead of fighting with others in a crowded market, it is better to create something so unique that you don't have any real competition. He stresses that businesses that copy existing ideas often end up in a constant struggle, trying to gain an advantage in a crowded field instead of making real progress. Thiel then discusses the importance of monopolies. Normally, people think monopolies are bad because they control markets and limit choices. But Thiel argues that monopolies can be good if they come from innovation. For example, Google has a monopoly on search engines because it is so much better than any other option. This kind of monopoly allows companies to make high profits, which they can use to invest in new ideas. On the other hand, businesses that have too much competition often struggle to survive because they cannot make enough money. He explains that a true monopoly is not built overnight, but is created through continuous innovation and strategic decisions. Companies like Tesla, for example, have achieved dominance in the electric vehicle industry by investing heavily in technology and infrastructure long before others saw the potential in the market. Another key idea in the book is that startups should not try to expand too quickly. Many businesses fail because they try to grow before they have a strong foundation. Instead, Thiel says that successful companies start by dominating a small market. Once they are successful in a niche, they can slowly expand into bigger markets. He gives the example of Amazon, which started by selling only books before becoming the world's largest online retailer. Other companies, like Facebook, also started small, targeting only a limited number of users before expanding worldwide. The lesson here is that focusing on a niche first gives a startup the best chance of survival. Trying to do too much at once can lead to a lack of focus and eventual failure. Thiel also talks about the importance of secrets. He says that the best business ideas come from things that most people don't realize yet. If an idea is obvious, then many people will already be working on it, and it will be hard to succeed. The best entrepreneurs find hidden opportunities that others have overlooked. He encourages readers to ask themselves, what important truth do very few people agree with you on? Answering this question can lead to big breakthroughs. Many of the most successful businesses were built on ideas that others thought were impossible or unimportant at the time. This is why true innovation often comes from unconventional thinking, and why the best entrepreneurs are those who see the world differently. The book also discusses the role of founders in startups. Thiel believes that strong leadership is necessary for success. He describes how great founders like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Mark Zuckerberg had strong visions for their companies and were able to lead their teams to achieve big goals. He also talks about the importance of building a good team. Hiring the right people is one of the most important things a startup can do, and it is better to have a small team of highly skilled people who work well together than a large team that lacks focus. He also warns against hiring people just because they have impressive resumes. Instead, he suggests hiring people who truly believe in the company's mission. A strong team that shares the same vision is more likely to push through challenges and achieve long-term success. Another interesting part of the book is about the power of technology. Thiel believes that technological progress is the key to a better future. However, he also says that progress is not guaranteed. Some people think that just because the world has advanced a lot in the past, it will continue to improve automatically. Thiel argues that progress happens because people make it happen. That's why it is important to encourage innovation and support new ideas. He also makes an important distinction between globalization and technology. While globalization spreads existing ideas to more places, technology creates something new. He believes that for real progress, we need more technological advancements rather than just expanding what already exists. Without technological breakthroughs, society risks stagnation, where growth slows and new opportunities become scarce. Toward the end of the book, Thiel gives advice on how to build a successful company. He talks about how startups should focus on long-term goals instead of short-term profits. He also explains why having a strong company culture is important. A good company culture makes employees more motivated and helps the business grow in the right direction. He warns against focusing too much on short-term trends because real success comes from long-term thinking. Many companies fail because they follow trends instead of creating something truly valuable. He also highlights the importance of distribution and marketing. Even if a company builds an amazing product, it will not succeed if it cannot find a way to reach customers effectively. He discusses how many startups fail because they underestimate the importance of sales and distribution, believing that a great product will automatically find customers. However, without a strong plan to get the product into people's hands, even the best ideas can fail. One of the final ideas in the book is about the future and how entrepreneurs should think about it. Thiel talks about two types of people: those who believe the future is something we can shape, and those who believe it is random and out of our control. He argues that successful entrepreneurs take control of the future by planning ahead and working towards specific goals. Instead of waiting for opportunities, they create them. He encourages readers to be optimistic about the future and to take action to build something meaningful. He also stresses that the biggest breakthroughs happen when people are willing to take risks and challenge conventional thinking. If everyone follows the same path, real progress will never happen. Overall, From 0 to 1 is about how to create something truly new and valuable. Thiel's main message is that the future is not something that just happens. We have to build it. He encourages readers to think differently, find hidden opportunities, and take risks to create something unique. Whether you are an entrepreneur or just someone interested in innovation, the book offers useful insights into how the world of business and technology really works. Thiel's ideas challenge conventional thinking and encourage readers to aim for real breakthroughs rather than just small improvements. The book serves as both a guide and a source of inspiration for anyone who wants to make a lasting impact on the world. His core belief is that building something from nothing requires courage, vision, and a willingness to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It is a book that encourages entrepreneurs to dream big and take action to shape the future, rather than waiting for it to unfold on its own.